The room is quiet again. Only the soft glow of the screen. Chief Dominus leans back into the beanbag. For a moment, nothing. Just silence. He looks at the video he was about to watch. Oshi no Ko didn't need the murder mystery. He's ready to press play. But something makes him hesitate. A video below it. Asmongold just got banned off Twitch. It stops him cold. No. No, that can't be. Dopamine leans in, curious. Chief clicks. The video begins. Dopamine watches as Chief's body stiffens. His hands slowly curl into fists. Chief! Don't! A warning. Change it. We were supposed to take it easy. No response. Then, dark red-orange gloved hands rest gently on Chief's shoulders. A presence behind him. Dopamine exhales. Disappointed. Dang it. He gives a small salute. Come back when you're done, and use your gaming footage as B-roll so you finish the video faster. He vanishes. Chief stands. Fast. Ugh! He looks up. This can't be happening. Not again. It's not fair. His voice rises. Raw, frustrated, unfiltered. The figure behind him steps forward. Slow, deliberate, clapping. Wrath Dominus. You have every reason to be angry, Chief. A calm smile. What you're feeling is real. A step closer. Don't choke it down. Let it out. A whisper. Burn! Chief roars. Louder. Primal. Then he hurls the phone at the brick wall. But before it hits, a silver-gloved hand catches it. Silence. A hooded figure stands there, still, grounded, disciplined Dominus. You're going to need this. Chief turns, breathing heavy. Why? Because you're right to be upset. But if you're going to say something, say it clearly. Chief stares, still shaking. You actually support me making this video? Absolutely. But do it in a way they'll actually hear. A step forward. Turn the rage into focus. Use the platform well. Silence. Chief exhales. Yeah. A pause. I know you're right. He glances back at the beanbag. I'll be back, Dopamine. He looks at Discipline. Thank you. Then to Wrath. And I appreciate what you were trying to do. Both Dominuses fade. The air shifts, subtle at first, then distorting. Heat, pressure, energy. Chief lifts, just slightly, off the ground, curled inward. Something inside him breaks loose. A scream, not clean, not controlled. Raw. Sound crashes into the walls. Light fractures across the room. Then, silence. He drops. The mask is different now. Chief Dominus has put on the armor and mitre and become anchored Dominus. He walks forward, takes the phone, sets it on a tripod. He presses record. My name is Dominus Rael. I wasn't planning to make this video today. This wasn't on the schedule. This wasn't part of the plan. But I just watched a video about a creator getting banned, and I realized something I can't ignore. I'm just starting out. I have no audience, no reach, no platform. I'm literally sitting at 0 subscribers at the time of recording this. And already, I don't know what I'm allowed to say. That's a strange feeling, because we live in a world where everyone tells you, speak your mind, be yourself, be authentic, be real. But when you actually watch what happens to people who do that, you start to hesitate because you see a pattern. You see people speak and get rewarded, and you see people speak and get punished. And the rules don't always feel clear, and that's the part that bothers me. Not disagreement. Disagreement is fine. Disagreement is necessary. But uncertainty, that's different, because uncertainty doesn't tell you you're wrong. It tells you you might not be allowed to be right. And if I'm being honest, that scares me, because I don't want to build something based on guessing what I'm allowed to say. I don't want to sit here and filter every thought through. Will this hurt me later? But how do you not think that when you're watching it happen in real time? You see creators speak. You see the response. Sometimes they're praised. Sometimes they're silenced. And sometimes it feels like the difference between those two is just what worldview they hold. And that creates something subtle, not silence, self-censorship, where no one has to tell you what not to say, because you start telling yourself, you adjust, you soften, you reword, you avoid, and eventually, you don't even know if what you're saying is what you actually believe, or just what's safe to say. And I don't want that. I don't want to build a voice. That isn't mine. Even if it would be easier, even if it would grow faster, even if it would succeed. Because if I'm being honest, I would rather fail being myself than succeed being something I'm not. And that's easy to say now. It's easy when I have nothing to lose. I literally have nothing. I work 90 hours a week and live basically paycheck to paycheck. But that's exactly why it matters. Because this is where the decision gets made. Not later. Not when there's pressure. Now. At zero. When no one is watching. Because if I compromise here, I'll compromise later. And eventually, there won't be anything left of what I actually think. And that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I have something to say. Not because I know I'm right, but because I'm willing to be wrong in public and figure it out. That's what critical thinking is. Not perfect conclusions. Engagement. Testing. Challenging. Evolving. And that only works if people are allowed to say things others disagree with. Not because those ideas are always good, but because confronting them sharpens everything else. And when that process gets disrupted, even slightly, you don't just lose bad ideas, you lose real ones too. And I don't want that. Not for other creators, and not for myself, because I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to be universally accepted. I'm trying to be honest. And if that comes with a cost, then so be it, because I'd rather carry that cost than carry the weight of knowing I never said what I actually believed. And I want to be clear. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not asking you to agree with me. In fact, I don't want you to. Not blindly. Because that's exactly what I'm pushing against. I don't want a world where people just listen, nod, repeat, even if they're repeating me. That's not thinking. That's just swapping one voice for another. What I want is for people to think for themselves, to hear something they disagree with, and not shut it down, but sit with it, test it, challenge it, figure out why they disagree, because that's what sharpens you. Not comfort, friction, and I think we've lost some of that. We've built spaces where everyone already agrees, and anything outside of that gets rejected instantly. And that might feel good. It might feel safe, but it doesn't make you stronger. It doesn't make your ideas better. It just makes them untested. And untested ideas feel strong until they're challenged, and then they collapse. I don't want that. I don't want to live in a world where people are afraid to hear something different, and I don't want to be part of that either. So don't agree with me just because I said it. Disagree with me. Push back. Tell me where I'm wrong, but think first. That's all I care about, that you're actually thinking, because your voice matters too, not because it's always right, but because it's yours. And the more people who actually use it, honestly, the better everything becomes, even if no one hears this, even if this goes nowhere, even if nothing comes from it. I'm still going to say it, because having a voice isn't about being heard. It's about choosing to speak, and I'm choosing to speak. Recording stops. Anchor Dominus exhales. He looks at the screen, then turns, walks back. A flash of light. Then it's gone. Chief stands where Anchor Dominus previously did. He sits down in the beanbag. The room softens. Dopamine Dominus glances over. Feel better? A pause. A little. But now that I know the video's getting uploaded, I'm feeling stressed about how people will respond, and I'm worried that I just seriously shrunk my potential mass appeal. Chief, you were always going to be controversial. Your brain just works too differently, but people who speak honestly have always been hated for it, so you're in good company. Okay, dopamine, I get what you were trying to do, but let's not compare me to Jesus. I appreciate it, though. Thanks for the pep talk. Seriously. No problem, buddy. But do you know what'll really make you feel better? Watching another video. There's this guy, Dominus Rael. I think you'd enjoy his videos. Just sit back and relax. The screen lights back up. Another video loads. The dopamine loop continues. The metal mask and mitre sit on a shelf in the corner, waiting for the next time that they're called upon to be worn in a video.